Kunci dari kesuksesan adalah profesional tinggi serta mengimplementasikan nilai-nilai yang terkandung dalam Quran sebagai pedoman yang dapat mewujudkan tujuan pendidikan yang bernilai duniawi dan ukhrawi. Di Unisa, kunci dari kesuksesan adalah profesional tinggi serta mengimplementasikan nilai-nilai yang terkandung dalam Quran.
Hai semuanya, nama saya Mega Septiara. Saya berumur 26 tahun dan saya sekarang bekerja sebagai research analyst di Nansen.ai. Perjalanan saya
Kami hadir sebagai solusi menciptakan generasi yang kreatif dan inovatif, yang mampu berkontribusi pada pemberdayaan dan pencerahan, menuntun generasi menuju masa depan, yang memiliki pengetahuan dan wawasan yang berbasis pada nilai-nilai Islam berkemajuan.
Health policies for a bright future. Health communication is us.
Professional Qurani for more productive, happier, and valuable life.
Health information technology, empowering healthier life.
Life engineering today, brighter Islam tomorrow.
Health architecture for more livable and hospitable building.
Kami hadir sebagai solusi menciptakan generasi yang kreatif dan inovatif, yang mampu berkontribusi pada pemberdayaan dan pencerahan, menuntun generasi menuju masa depan, yang memiliki pengetahuan dan wawasan yang berbasis pada nilai-nilai Islam berkemajuan.
Health policies for a bright future. Health communication is us.
Professional Qurani for more productive, happier, and valuable life.
Health information technology, empowering healthier life.
Life engineering today, Brighter Islam tomorrow.
Health architecture for more livable and hospitable building.
Kami hadir sebagai solusi menciptakan generasi yang kreatif dan inovatif, yang mampu berkontribusi pada pemberdayaan dan pencerahan, menuntun generasi menuju masa depan, yang memiliki pengetahuan dan wawasan yang berbasis pada nilai-nilai Islam berkemajuan.
Health policies for a bright future. Health communication is us.
Professional Qurani for more productive, happier, and valuable life.
Health information technology.
Cek. Apakah suara saya sudah terdengar? Mungkin buat teman-teman peserta bisa berkomen ya di kolom chat. Jika suara saya sudah masuk ataupun kurang jelas, nanti silahkan diketik di kolom chat. Cek. Apakah sudah
terdengar?
Oh, baik. Ya.
Oke. Tolong mahasiswa bisa ini ya, open cam biar bisa terlihat semua wajah-wajah ganteng dan cantiknya.
Baik, mungkin buat para peserta ya Pak, bisa untuk on cam ya. Buat teman-teman mungkin ada yang memiliki koneksinya bagus, ada bisa untuk menghidupkan kameranya. Baik, mungkin bisa kita mulai saja ya Pak. Baik, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone, selamat pagi semuanya. Alhamdulillahilladzi hadzana li hadza wa ma kunna linahtadiya laula an hadanallah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu la nabiyya ba'da. First of all, let us pray and praise to Allah Subhanahu wa taala, because by His blessing and mercy we can come together without any obstacle in this virtual room with healthy condition and be able to join international webinar of bringing impactful innovation to the communities. Secondly, let us greet and pray to our beloved Prophet Muhammad SAW dengan mengucapkan Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Assalamualaikum ya Rasulullah, Assalamualaikum ya Habibullah. Who had brought us to the path of the light and left the darkness in our life. Baik, the Honorable Prof. Dr. Sahrul Asmi Mohd Yusuf as the keynote speaker in our webinar, the Honorable Mrs. Zahra Arwaning Tias as Chairman of Information Technology Department, and the Honorable the Lecturer of Information Technology Department, and my beloved friend and all beloved webinar guests. Before we move to our agenda, please allow me to introduce myself. Perkenalkan, saya Agil Al-Muhaimin. Saya mahasiswa dari Teknologi Informasi, dan insya Allah saya dalam kurang lebih 1 jam hingga 2 jam ke depan akan membimbing sebagai moderator dalam webinar pada pagi hari ini. Dan sebelum kita memulai, izinkan saya untuk dapat membacakan susunan acaranya, yakni yang pertama ada opening, kemudian juga dilanjutkan dengan penyampaian materi oleh Dr. Sahrul Asmi Mohd Yusuf. Kemudian juga dilanjutkan dengan sesi Q&A, dan yang terakhir kita akan foto sesi bersama dan dilanjutkan dengan penutupan. Baik, ladies and gentlemen, now we come the first agenda. Let's open this event by saying basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much. Sebelum kita menuju ke pemateri kita, yakni Prof. Sahrul, izinkan saya untuk dapat membacakan CV dari beliau seperti itu.
Is it okay if I introduce myself instead?
Okay.
Oke,
Yes.
silahkan Prof.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Okay, to the chairperson, to the staff of UNIZA, and also to the students. Okay. Thank you for having me. Okay. Is it clear or not?
Clear.
On your side? Okay. So, saya pun bertanya kepada Dr. Fadli, how should I address you guys? Okay, macam dalam kelas, we normally use almost 100% English, but Dr. Fadli told me that we should mix it up. Okay, so that's what I'll try to do. Okay, just a disclaimer, I'm not a real expert. I'm not the real expert in technopreneurship or entrepreneurship. I'm just a person who have some experience doing entrepreneurship, have some experience developing solutions, and have experience engaging with communities. So these are the things which I would like to share, okay, with you guys. So sorry if just say some of the points that I've given may not be applied to your side or Indonesian side, but at least to me is something that we can share. Okay, both sides. All right. So just to tell you something about myself, if you don't mind, I will like to share my screen.
Okay, you can try to share, Prof.
Is it okay or not? Can you see?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So this one was done, I think, around few years back. Okay. Just to highlight, okay, I'm currently at School of Computing, okay, at University Utara Malaysia. Before I become an academician, I was an engineer for Robert Bosch and also Seagate, okay, for I think around more than 4 years. Okay, so I joined the academic field in 2000. All right. So in terms of my experience, okay, I was the program coordinator for technopreneurship, okay, in School of Computing from 2012 to 2016. I was the deputy dean, okay, for School of Technology Management during that time, 2002-2004, and engineer at Seagate and also Robert Bosch from 95 to 99. So basically, I'm this year I'll be reaching 50, so my age. So it's already been quite some time already since I started my job. Okay, so in terms of my background, it's stated here I did my electrical bachelor's at University of Missouri, Rolla. During that time, we call that in Rolla in the States. I did my master's at University Science Malaysia, okay, at Penang, and also University of Malaysia Perlis, just nearby here. So as you can see, my background is not stated at all in terms of entrepreneurship. Okay, so that's the thing I want to explain to you guys. Entrepreneurship is a practice. It's not just something that you learn and do. It's something that you can learn, but you need to experience it in order to have its full effect, because it's a type of passion also, in other words. Okay, if you have this passion, it will stay with you regardless of your background. Okay, you have to know what you are doing. You have to know who you are doing it for, and then what are you trying to achieve. Because the difference is entrepreneur and businessman is two different things. It's almost the same depending on when you talk about it. Meaning that if your intention is more in terms of making money, you are a businessman. But if your intention is more in terms of trying to make something worthwhile work, then you may start off as an entrepreneur. Okay, so this is something a bit about my background. Okay, I would like to stop here and start sharing my presentation. Is it okay if I start now? All right. So until now, is it macam mana? Is it okay if in English, or you want me to mix it up more? I'm not sure whether on your side the students can benefit or not from I don't know whether my pronunciation is clear or not. Okay, that's why I want to ask before we start. So how is it, Mr. Agil?
Saya mendengarnya dengan jelas, misal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insyaallah.
Okay.
It's so clear, bro.
All right. Okay, thank you. So let's start. So the title of this keynote speech is about bringing impactful innovations to the communities. Mr. Noah asked me about the title. I give this title immediately. Okay, I didn't think much about this because I think whatever we do, the communities or the end users should benefit. Okay, if you create the best system in the world, if nobody uses it, nobody can benefit from it, it's a useless system. Although you can declare it's the best system in the world. Okay, because at the end of the day, who's going to use the system? Who's going to benefit from the system? Okay, those are one of the things, the most important things, okay, when you want to contribute something to especially the communities. Make sure that it works. Not say it works, but it works for them. Okay. So the flow of the talk today, I'll talk a bit about entrepreneurship, technopreneurship, among the business tools that can be used, solutions that matter, some of my sample projects. And again, the disclaimer, I'm not the expert. I'm not the real expert in this. I'm just sharing some of my experience with you guys. So if you have questions to ask, please do so. Okay. So who are entrepreneurs here? Entrepreneurs are economic agents who transform resources into goods and services, thereby creating an environment conducive to industrial growth. Okay, so we are considered as economic agents. We are the ones that basically see some problems, we introduce a solution, and we make sure that it works. Okay.
Nggak tahu.
So for additional, I put some I translated some of the Indonesian into Indonesian language just in case. Okay, but yesterday I asked several of my students to help out. Okay, to double confirm that what I stated here or what I wrote here is okay, because I use a Google Translate for this. Okay, so that's about entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs challenging the unknown. We recognize opportunities where others see chaos and confusion. Anything that having problems are opportunities for us. So if we see problems at the community level, is considered opportunities for us to solve them. Okay, wanting to solve them, wanting to make a change, that is from you. That is the intention from you. Okay, you have to have the right objective in order to make it work. Aggressive catalyst for change within the marketplace. So in other words, you are the one moving, you are the one pushing, you are the one pulling. Okay, you have to do all these things to make sure it works. Because again, you are in the driver's seat. But make sure that if you want to do something like this, make sure you have either followers or partners. Okay, this is not a one-man job. Most of the time, it's not a one-man job. If not, you'll burn out yourself. Okay, challenge the unknown and continuously create the future. Okay, the issue is we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But what we know is any challenge that we receive, okay, we'll try to find the best way to go through it, to break through it. Okay. Okay, that's about entrepreneurs. Let's talk about technopreneurs. So what's the difference? Okay. Technopreneurs are people who revolutionize the current economic model by making the best possible use of available technology. So the additional part here is technology. So I can say that most of us, especially in the modern age nowadays, okay, we are a technopreneur, but depending on the level of technopreneur. Okay, if you are a system developer, you are a solution provider, you are somebody that quite familiar with technologies, you should be able to pin out or find possible solution faster than the rest, because it's like just like mathematics. Okay, you are solving a mathematical problems exam, like you're taking an exam. Okay, but if you are used to answering those type of questions, it's going to be quite easy for you. Okay, it's going to be quite easy for you to know how to answer those questions. Okay, how to answer those questions, because you know where to start and how to end it, because you have experience. Okay, the point here is, if you want to become somebody who are very knowledgeable, or in other words, you can pin out solution just like that, you have to have experience beforehand. Okay, so which of these are more important to you? You have to ask yourself, the first or the second. I want to help to bring positive changes to people's life, or I want to find opportunities to make money. These are among the things that you have to ask yourself, because if you answer number one, then your intention is more or less like an entrepreneur. You start off as an entrepreneur mindset. If you start off with number two, it's not wrong, okay? But your mindset is more of a business person. Okay, so that's why at any time of the day, or any time of the year, or any time of the month, you can change, you know, these two answers. Your answers to this question, either number one or number two, depending on the timing. How does technopreneurs help the economy? They introduce new concepts of products and services into the market that help generate income. Here I'm talking about especially the rural areas, the rural, the SMEs, okay, the small, medium enterprises. So you introduce something to help them make money. If making money is an issue, you help them to make money. Okay, something about this. If you want to promote your solutions, especially to the rural areas, the users are, in other words, you can say they are a bit of IT illiterate. Okay, again, if you develop or suggest a solution which, like for example, an app, okay, Android, iOS, the problem is if they don't use it, it's useless. If they don't know how to use it, they don't know how to set up their own web store, okay, it's useless. Again, you can have the best system in the world, but if they don't use it, you are not solving anything. Okay, you have to find ways how this, your product especially, can really help them. I will share some of the experience later. So what do technopreneurs do? Observe common business practices and combine them with new ideas using technologies to create something exclusive. So now, what you need to do is, you need to understand what's happening down there. You need to experience what life they are going through, especially the end users. How do they practice, okay, their life? How do they do certain jobs? Okay, what are the issues they are facing? Then you can start thinking of solutions, best solutions that can fit them. Don't assume. When coming up with solution, don't assume. You have to experience. Very, very important. Okay, go down there, understand how they live, what are the real issues, then start thinking about solutions. Every time you think about solutions, okay, justify, or in other words, validate this solution. You have to ask them back again, okay, is this the solution that you want? Ask them, okay, is there any other issues or not? You need to validate with them. Because this is an iterative type of process. You have to repeat so many times. So what does a technopreneur do? Stands out through their capability to absorb knowledge and implement it, keeping in mind the interests of the society and the communities and their own as well. At the end of the day, it's still a business. Yes. Okay. But your main intention is about helping people. The business can be your third, fourth reason. Okay. But helping people, helping to make a change, that should be among your first. Using technological solutions to revolutionize common business practices. Okay, so now you understand how they work, you introduce solutions, okay, to either make it faster, make it easier, make it more convenient. Okay, you try to reduce the processes in the middle or make it more efficient. These are among the things that you can help, okay, to change people's life. So why you practice technopreneurship? The concept of technopreneurship allows every startup entrepreneurs and every aspiring entrepreneur to take a leap of faith and travel this path to greater success. In the current post-pandemic world, people are looking for technological solutions for everything. But you have to ask yourself, you know, does a technological solution is a must in solving problems? You have to ask yourself, because based on my experience, it's not always the case. It's not always the case. Again, you have to go down, you have to empathize. Empathize, you have to understand their feelings. What are the real issues involved? Sometimes you don't even need technological solution, okay, to solve their problems. It's more in terms of the mindset, okay, arrangement or management of resources, okay, or in other words, just by proper training, proper guidance is enough already. Okay, please have a look at who you're helping. These are the people you need to engage. Demand is increasing in the market for technological-based startups. Okay, the demand is already there. There's a lot, okay, to explore in this field. The reason I say a lot is this world is full of inefficient processes. Process yang tak efficient. It's full of them, you know. This is your opportunity, basically. Your opportunity to help them to improve, okay, to make it more efficient. Then you can suggest solution for cost saving, to like for example electrical energy. You do cost saving for electrical energy, so you save them money. Okay, you save them money. In other words, like this, for example, like electrical bill. Okay, bill electric. Di Malaysia, we are under TNB. The Indonesia is under who? Who's handling in Indonesia? If Mr. Agil, under Indonesia is who? No, your electrical services is handled by whom? Again?
I don't hear, Mr. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, like for us, the agency that handle electrical bills or charge electrical here is TNB. How about in Indonesia?
I'm sorry, I don't know, but Mr. Danor, you know about in Indonesia?
Yeah, what's the agency that charges your electrical bill?
PL.
Again?
PLN, sir.
PLN.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a government.
Okay, it's a type of government agencies or that does this. Okay, they have ways of charging it to you. Okay, so for now, until now, you're paying the bill that you get, basically like that. But the question, among the question that normally being asked, okay, is solar power a solution to reduce electrical bill, you think?
Maybe yes.
Okay, the thing is, if your practices or usage practices of electrical bills is inefficient, you are not efficient in using electrical. Okay, there are a lot of leakage. In other words, you are not banyak pembaziran pengguna electrical. Okay, 20-30% pembaziran. If you introduce solar power, pembaziran tu hilang ke tak? Masih ada ataupun dah hilang kalau guna solar power?
Maybe it's still, yeah.
It's still there.
Yeah.
So you are not actually solving the real problems. So you are putting a solar power there to generate wastage. So you have 30% of wastage of electrical, and you put solar power to help to cover that 30%. So what you should have done is to study back the processes that you have, identify that 30%, and start solving it. So it's just a process. You are not thinking about what to install yet, you know. So this one is just example of electrical. Satu contoh sahaja. Then how about the other processes? Okay, processes sama juga. Dia tak efficient. Dia kurang efficient. This is where you come in to think about how to make it efficient. That's why it's not that expensive, you know, if you know how the thing works. So, like for example, 30%. If just say it costs around selalu kalau bill electric, I just put in a number lah. Okay, it's just 1 juta rupiah sebulan. Kalau it just say 1 juta rupiah. But if I come in able to reduce, okay, the wastage, sekarang ni jadi 700,000 rupiah sebulan. I dapat kurangkan 300,000 sebulan. If I charge you 150,000 rupiah sebulan, are you willing to pay to me or not? we split the difference, meaning that you still get 150,000, okay, as profit, because the thing is you're instead of paying 1 million, you are paying 850,000. So you save 150,000, right? So it's saving for you. But for me, if I come in, I want the 150 only, maybe for a certain time. Right? I want that number for a certain time. So in other words, the community is not paying anything. Instead, they are getting the savings. They are getting the savings, you know. And we are getting paid for this service. So these are some examples, okay, that you guys can think of. Okay, there are ways to charge, there are ways to make money, but helping people. So in other words, the communities or the clients, okay, clients are not paying anything. They are getting the savings, and you're also making money. Okay, this is one of the options or efforts that you can do. Think about things that they are not efficient, and that is your opportunity to make money. Basically, you help people, but at the end of the day, you make money. You get income. Okay, there's a lot of things that are not efficient. Again, please go find them. These are your opportunities, basically. So the mindset, okay. In the field of entrepreneurship, specific criteria need to be met to move from an idea to opportunity. It begins developing the right mindset where the aspiring entrepreneur sharpens their senses to consumers' needs and wants. Studies such as market research, competitor analysis, feasibility studies are done to determine whether the idea can be a successful new venture. One thing is to identify those opportunities. You have to have the eyes for that, you know. You have to be aware what's happening around you. Once you dah nampak, okay, you dah nampak masalah-masalah ni, you start to create solutions in your mind. Banyak solusi dah ada. You nampak, okay, this one you can do, that one you can try and do. Okay, but how to actually calculate, okay, which one is better? These are the tools that you can use in entrepreneurship. I think di sana ada pernah belajar lah BMC, the business model canvas, pernah belajar tak?
Belum, saya belum.
Belum. Sana ada kursus because you're asking about technopreneur, you know. You don't learn about entrepreneurship at your university over there?
Untuk mahasiswa ada, Prof.
Okay.
Mahasiswa yang mata kuliah entrepreneurship ada.
Okay. If that tak payah saya nak ulang lah benda ni.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not belum sampai diimplementasi seperti itu.
Okay.
It's just about a theory.
Alright. Nanti benda ni kena banyak dia practice lah.
Okay.
Alright. So opportunities are found through a deliberate search, especially when developing new technologies. In other instances, they emerge serendipitously. Ayat perkataan susah. Masuk di sini, dia wujud secara dengan cara baik. It's a good news that suddenly pops up. Lucky, in other words. Okay, secara nasib baik dia keluar, opportunity ni keluar. Tapi in most cases, opportunities comes about from recognizing a problem and make it deliberate attempt to solve the problems. Sebab our eyes, setiap mata orang, okay, berdasarkan pengalaman, lihat masalah dengan cara lain. Okay, those who have a lot of experience, those who understand, those who are aware may see something differently from those who are not. Okay, that's why you need a lot of doing a lot of projects, engage with a lot of clients or customers in order to see what is hidden, the opportunity especially. Okay, so again, highlight the point is you have to go down and see what's happening. The question now, are you a problem solver? Semua orang menjawab macam tu tak? Semua orang kata, I'm a problem solver. So, yes, no?
Biasanya malah menghindari permasalahan, Bro. Tidak menyelesaikan.
So, sekarang soalan pertama. Saya sangat mudah bagi saya untuk menemukan cara untuk memecahkan masalah atau menyelesaikan masalah. Ya? Sangat mudah.
Yes, sir.
Selalu dapat menemukan solusi terbaik untuk setiap masalah. Masih ya? Dapat dengan mudah menemukan kelemahan dalam idea atau saran apapun. Easy for you to find weaknesses in any ideas, or in other words, you can always find ways to further improve. If you see one issue, you should be able to see multiple solutions. Kalau nampak multiple solutions, okay, then you should be able to weigh each one of those solutions. Which one is the best? Okay, you can have a lot of solutions, yes, but some of the solutions is quite expensive, quite time consuming, okay, uses a lot of resources. This is where your experience comes in. And last question is, in a discussion, saya sering memberikan saran atau idea yang bagus. So we engage in discussion, is this who you are? Okay, if you answer yes, so maybe you are problem solver. But if no to some of these questions, something that you can improve on. Okay. So what do we focus on to bring impactful changes to the community? Kita identify communities having the issues over here. Okay. So how do we make sure that what we bring to them is considered impactful? It's not just like any type of solution. You have to make sure the solution, okay, solusi yang diberikan adalah solusi yang sustainable, yang boleh bertahan. Okay, a solution that really works, that they are comfortable to use. Okay, so all of these things you have to make sure happens, you know. If not, it's not going to work. It's not going to work properly. So UN, okay, Sustainable Development Goals. You guys are familiar with this or not? Familiar or not with this? Pernah tengok, biasa tengok? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're familiar with this. This should be your guide, okay, in bringing changes. Okay, you want to go solve the poverty issue, zero hunger, good wealth and well-being. Okay, quality of education, gender equality, clean water, affordable and clean energy, decent work. Okay, but what for this approach which I use a lot is on the sustainable cities and communities. Okay, that's what we often target. Okay, so what is sustainable development goals? Collection of 17 interlinked global goals designed to be a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet. Yang ni adalah usaha satu dunia oleh UN. Okay, usaha satu dunia. Okay, set up in 2015. So hopefully can be achieved by 2030. Okay, maknanya kurang 8 tahun daripada sekarang. Hopefully by 2030. Okay. So normally, how do you start solving an issue? You do a brainstorming session on identified significant and justifiable issues. You lihat sendiri isu-isu yang berada on the ground basis. Okay, go engage with the communities. You need to engage with the people having the issues, having the problems. Identify, understand how they live. Identify how the problem exists. Macam mana masalah tu timbul. Okay. Then after getting all the information done, you need to at least experience, you know, the issues. Then only you able to give proper feedback on this. Not just like observe, but up to the point that if you can experience, please experience. Then you should know further. Okay. Watching, listening, and doing, those are among the things that you should be able to do with them to get more information. Then after that, after you do your brainstorming session, okay, you find, okay, this is the best solution for them. So once they reach an innovative idea on how to bring the best positive changes, they start plugging in technology. Then you can use technology, but doesn't have to be bukan benda yang diwajibkan. Okay, you use technology when things can be automated. Things to make it faster, yes, you can use technology. But first thing is make sure the process of solution is clear. Okay, don't jump into, oh, I want to put technology in, I want to put apps in. No, not that first. You have to make sure that the solution, the practical solution that is in place can solve the problems. Then only you start to automate. Okay. It is about using creativity and innovation to revolutionize business productivity and traditional practices. Okay, sekarang budaya is budaya yang biasa dilakukan. Okay, now you have to think about how to use your creativity and your innovation and your technical knowledge on how to change, okay, these processes. Okay, in other words, this one will be a bit more difficult if you have within the processes have practices which is not efficient, but is being done from day one. Kalau benda yang tak efficient that is done from day one is very difficult to remove. It happened as a temporary solution, but after some time it becomes a permanent solution. And when I say temporary solution yang sementara, bila dah lama orang gunakan, benda itu akan jadi permanent solution. Okay, permanent practice yang tak efficient. So these are the things you need to identify, and you need to see how can, not say you remove them, but how you can complement them. Because changes is not something that people like to see. Especially if budaya ni dah lama berlaku. Alright. So you recognize and identify the issues. You brainstorm the solution. You identify best solutions for on this point. You should have several types of solutions. Okay. Add technology. Test and validate solution, implement model, okay? Very important at the end. It doesn't stop there. You monitor, evaluate effectiveness, improve, repeat until the point that is very workable for your end user. Okay, selalunya the things often I see is up to this point, complete already. No, it doesn't work that way. If you want to make a sustainable type of solution, make sure you repeat here. Monitor, evaluate effectiveness, and also improve. These are the things that you need to do often. So, your valuable tools yang kerap digunakan. You can use Porter 5 Forces, okay, to study the competitive environment. Okay, who are your competitors in the market? You can use the Porter 5 Forces. Nak tahu lebih, cari dalam Google. Okay. Second thing is your SWOT analysis. You can study in terms of strength, your weaknesses. Strength and weaknesses is internal issues, things that you can solve internally. This is your issues. Okay. Second thing is opportunity and threats are considered outside or external issues. but opportunities you can make into something positive. Okay, threats may jeopardize your solution or your strength. Value proposition canvas. Okay, I mentioned just now about BMC, business model canvas. You do this first. Before you do your BMC, you do this first. Okay, you identify your customer's job, what your customers need to do on a daily basis, what they want to achieve on a daily basis. You have to understand them, you know. So in order to do this, okay, what are the pains that they receive? Describe bad outcomes, risks, and obstacles related to the customer's job. So in order to get this, these are the negative things that they can experience. Okay, but after getting the customer's job done, okay, these are the outcomes that the customers want to achieve. So my one thing is you're trying to understand, you know, what are the customers, or in other words, your clients trying to do. Then you can start thinking about how to relieve the pain and how to gain, how to create the gain. So from here, you should able to find solution that can fit your customer, can fit your client. If your communities are your customers, that's why I said you have to empathize. You have to understand how they achieve certain jobs, how they do certain jobs. Because the thing is, you have to make sure that what you provide to them works. All right. So another thing is feasibility studies. Okay, feasibility studies. Your analysis, especially, is the process of determining whether a business idea is viable or not. Okay, it's a prelim evaluation of a business idea conducted for the purpose of identifying the idea is worth pursuing or not. Okay, this is one of the things. So you have your quarter 5 process for analysis. You have your value proposition canvas. You have the feasibility analysis. Then here is your BMC, your business model canvas. Before you start doing your businesses, as I say, you may have some solutions or some models. You can map them out. From here, you can discuss, you can fine tune, okay, because this is a cheaper way for you to test your business idea, test your business model. Okay, you have your value proposition. Okay, you propose what value? The idea that the word there is value. Okay, if you sell something to person A, if I sell a watch to person A, so what am I selling? The watch or the value of the watch? Okay, you have to understand them. The value is what people are willing to pay, regardless value in terms of whether for time, or is it for style, for trend, and so on. Because each one of those things have their own values. Okay, your customer segments, who are the customers? The channels is how the value is transferred to the customer. Okay, so you have your customer relationship with somebody that you have to take care. Here you can make sure that your customers always loyal to you. This is how you do it. Revenue stream is how you make the money. How do you charge the customer? Okay. Then you have your key resources in terms of how to make this thing works. When you have the key resources, for example, your manpower, your premises, okay, your tools, your machines, and so on. These are the key activities that in order to create the value. Things that you do on a daily basis, like you need to maintain your website, you need to do admin jobs, things like that. These are the key activities. These are the key partners, meaning that the people that complements your business, your partners, okay, your suppliers, okay, and also the cost structure here. You have revenue stream is incoming money, outgoing. Okay, cost is the one you pay. Okay, you can pay for the resources, you can pay for the key activities. Okay, how you pay in order to get your value. So this is how you analyze. Next, what time is it now? Okay, good. So now I would like to share my community projects. Until now, any questions or not from you guys before I go into my community projects? Because at least I need to show some of the examples of projects that we've done in Malaysia. Okay, at least you can relate to, hopefully can relate to the projects, and maybe some of the projects you can apply even to Indonesia. So you want me to continue or any questions from your side?
Dilanjut saja, Pak.
Rosan? Okay.
Ya, lanjut saja.
Okay. So there's three things I want to talk about here. One is entrepreneurship, talent management, and profiler. Okay, we target for schools, college, universities, and companies. This is the products that we have. We have, the second thing is we have the business support solutions for SMEs, merchant sellers, and organization. It's also for the communities. This is the name of it, Unity Business. Third thing is we have the census management solution for farmers. Census adalah banci atau bancian. Okay. This one we target for our paddy farmers. This is a system that we have. MADA is our agency that handles that manage paddy farmers in the state of Kedah and Perlis. So let's talk about Psycholab first. Problem statement, of course, you find from you start off with the issues they are facing. Graduates are not equipped properly in terms of the proper knowledge, critical skills while studying. Business model changes, forcing the job markets to reevaluate their needs in their employees. Companies have to reduce workforce and prefer to choose employees who can multitask, and also graduates have no guidance in job selection and options other than what is related to their studies. So, solution. Jadi kita perlukan satu solution basically untuk nak manage those talents. Okay. Each person has their own characteristics, their own capabilities. Okay. And most of those capabilities are not refined, are not even shown yet, you know, because you don't know that it's there. So you need to find ways in how to extract those type of talents. You need to be aware what is your real capabilities. Because among the issues that we often felt is our capability is assigned to us. Is told to us. People tell, okay, you have this, you have that. But most of the case is not the real story. You have something that is hidden within you. And you have to find ways to pull those things out. In order to do that, you have to try. You need to attempt. Okay? You know that among the biggest things in the world, okay, among the among the things that you often do is run away from failures. Avoid failures. I just want to say now that you learn a lot from failures rather than success. You learn a lot from failures. You need to do failures. You need to experience failures. Okay, then only you know what to do next. You need to experiment with them. Okay, if not, we don't get the light bulb, you know. Lampu, kita tak dapat lampu bulb. Okay, if we don't experience or we don't experiment. Okay, we need to try out certain failures in order to understand how the world works. We need to identify certain failures in order to know what we need to avoid. Okay, but in a safe way. All right. So now this is what we developed, okay, in our university, and basically I developed this in just in 5 minutes only. Okay, I came out with this in 5 minutes. All right. But what I have a few charts, and this is one of them. Carta Quadrant Keusahawanan Dynamic. Okay, it's our dynamic entrepreneurial quadrant. So from here, you identify where you are. Okay, we measure in terms of your capabilities. We measure in terms of your inclination, cenderung ke arah mana. Okay, from here we map. Okay, we map your characteristic to see where you are in this quadrant. Okay, knowing your location in this quadrant may allow, especially to me lah, okay, the universities, even the agencies or the stakeholders, to know how to train you guys, to use what approach, the best approach to train certain people. Like for example, okay, if you have kemahiran keusahawanan tinggi, your entrepreneurial characteristics or capability is high, and also your inclination is high, then you should be in Q1. If you have a low in terms of kemahiran, okay, but your inclination is still high, you can be in Q4. Here, capability is high, but your inclination is low. This is Q2. And this is, you have both low in both cases. So, to ask you a question, Q2 and Q4, which is better to an entrepreneur? Which one you can develop? You think? Macam mana? Di mana satu yang kita boleh develop as an entrepreneur? Q2 or Q4, you think?
Q2.
Q2. Why?
Because dia mempunyai kemahiran yang tinggi.
Okay. A question. Yeah, you have the answer. Only thing I want to ask an additional question after that. Apa yang senang diajar? Karakteristik ke ataupun kemahiran?
For me, maybe karakteristik.
Senang diubah karakteristik. Mana senang diubah? Karakteristik, attitude ataupun kemahiran?
Kalau mudah mungkin kemahiran.
Kemahiran lebih senang kalau ikutkan, okay? Attitude is something that is very difficult to change. Sebab benda tu jadi budaya. It's our own hardcore characteristics. Okay? That's why if you want to do some changes, if the person have kecenderungan yang tinggi, inclination on a high level, these are the person you can train. This one, kalau katakan kemahiran sudah tinggi, ada kemahiran bukan dia kata kemahiran untuk buat bisnes tau. Thinking process is high, tapi dia tak minat jadi usahawan. You cakap macam mana pun dia tak akan jadi usahawan. It's very difficult for them to change because they want something their own. Sometimes the issue here is more of a ego style of thinking, you know. It's very difficult to change. Okay, based on our experience, if you want to change these people. Much easier. Not say impossible for Q2, no. But this one is much easier. You have higher rate of success if you do in Q4. Okay. But knowing who person that in Q1 until Q4, each one of these, their approach is different. For example, this among the senarai kemahiran that you can instill on a person, the capabilities, the skill levels. Okay. But as I said just now, you have Q1 until Q4, right? So here, if you identify a person in Q1, you just assign them a mentor. You don't have to teach. Just assign them a mentor so that the students can follow. Because they have good inclination towards entrepreneurship already. They want. The point is they want to do. Okay, if they want to do, just show them the path only. They just will follow the path and try to learn as much as possible because this is something they want to do. Okay, so assign them a mentor, tak payah nak ajar lagi. So dia ikut saja. Okay, if you identify a person in Q2, okay, Q2 is where? Tahap kemahiran tinggi but cenderung rendah. Okay, you send them to seminar and so on. Hopefully, their inclination or their awareness will build up. Once they believe that they are doing something that, or in other words, it can be turned into something that they like, they may change their opinion in terms of this. Okay. Third thing is both rendah. You can send for latihan, praktikan, bimbingan, but the potential as entrepreneurs is low. Okay, but they can help in terms of practical work. It's a bit difficult for them to become entrepreneurs, yes, but they can be a good worker, can be good supporters. Number 4, inclination is high, capability is low. You can still do coaching. You can still teach them. They can learn. Okay, it's much easier to become entrepreneur to me rather than Q2. Okay, let's have a look at this back again. How many percent you think in Q1 normally, students? Berapa persen? You think? Out of 100 lah, out of 100 people, you think berapa orang mungkin dalam Q1?
50.
Again? 50? 15. I can say between 5 to 10 only, even less than that. Okay, even less than that. All right. How about in Q4? You think?
20.
Okay, more or less like 20. Yeah, you can have that. How about in Q2?
40.
I think more or less like 10 to 20 or so. More or less the same for both of these guys. And most of the balance is in Q3. So that's why if you want to train entrepreneurship, if you have a big course, okay, a big seminar, okay, if 100 student comes in, this one is not filtered, meaning that they want to come in, they just join in. Okay. Don't expect 50% to be successful entrepreneurs. Even this 5 to 10% also won't be real. I consider real hardcore entrepreneurs. Doesn't have to be like that. But if just say 5 to 10% is normal. Okay, it's normal. But whether they really create themselves into proper entrepreneurs is hard to say. But that's the reality. Okay, so among the things that we have in order to do talent management, okay, we have the app. Okay, you guys can try. Maybe just contact me. Okay, I give the link and so on. We also have a type of virtual interviewer. We have a type of a lab. They can come in and perform. Okay, we have a game. Okay, we have a team building game. But when they do this game, when they join this type of workshop, it's a team building workshop. They enjoy the workshop. But at the end of the day, we do profiling. We profile them while they play the game. Okay, that's the thing, that's a good thing. You enjoy your activities. At the end of the day, your boss will get your report. A report card because you enjoy yourself. Okay, it's not you're taking a test. No, you are competing in that game. Later, I will show what example of the game that we have. Okay, this among the report that we generate. Okay, among the report that we can generate. So even the universities can identify the students, okay, identify their characteristics, their inclination. From here, at least you can choose the right person to go for your entrepreneurship courses. To train the right person, so you should be able to get a higher percentage of success. That's the idea. You cannot train everybody. Okay, you cannot train everybody. Okay, next is I want to show our Qnity systems. Okay, the meaning of Qnity, we already trademark this, is a quality and united community. The word Qnity. Okay, we already trademark this because sometimes it's quite difficult to find new names to systems and also to products. So when we have this, Qnity is something that we hold already. Then after that, we just add in the words at the bottom there. Okay. So penyelesaian atau solusi digital yang berimpact positif. So what we produce is solutions. What we produce are solutions for people. The reason we can produce solutions are we declare ourselves that we don't have a product. Because we've developed more than 80 or 90, almost 100 products already, until the point that you can say that we don't have a product anymore. And it's good. When we say we don't have a product, meaning that we go see the problems, we customize the solution. Because we have the experience in developing the product, customization is fast. You can do a fast customization. You can even show samples to them, because most of the time, if you have products, when you sell to people, most of the time they won't buy those products because it doesn't suit them 100%. There will be functions that they don't use. In other words, function that they want, but you don't have. So better you come in, you show, okay, these are among the things I have. Okay, what's your real problems? So I can create a solution for you. I can customize the solution. So it takes me around maybe less than 1 month. You can get your own solution tailor-made for you. That is what they want to hear, basically. So our objective, sediakan sistem, okay, bantu menyenangkan pengurusan sebab koperasi, okay, menyediakan khidmat bimbingan dan sokongan kepada usahawan, mewujudkan komuniti dengan jaringan usahawan, meaning that we want to connect them with each other. That's one of the main issues that we have. We don't have enough connection. Okay, when you want to do resource management, when we want to do connection between supplier and also to demand and supply, we need to have people. We need to find people. Okay, like for example, if you as a seller, okay, you are making certain type of food. Okay, you are making certain a certain type of product. If you yourself buy that product, okay, buy that resources, like for example, I want a 10 kilo of certain products. You are paying for 10 kilos of that product. But if you have 100 of you buying the same resource, you can share the resources, you can share your money to buy the resources cheaper. So in other words, okay, you share that saving. And who knows, with this, you can also find your new suppliers, you can basically help each other to grow, because we don't have that much, we don't have ways to connect to other suppliers or other sellers. We don't have that. I don't know whether in Indonesia you have this a lot or not. Okay, but solve this problem first. You want to instill the budaya keusahawanan, tingkatkan the effectiveness of pengurusan sumber, resource management, mudahkan pencarian produk dan perniagaan di kalangan usahawan yang berdaftar. Okay, so this is among the things that we do. We supply. We identify the issues with sellers, with business people. Okay, are these things. Okay, gig economy, food delivery, tracking, food ordering, affiliate marketing. This one for agents. Cost-effective energy usage, community. This one is talent management. Community tourism, this one is agent management, information system, and so on. So we create all of this, okay, just for the sake of people to see. Okay, so it's a full package, but depending on the requirement of the customer. Okay, when we present this, the customer may see, oh, I'm interested in looking at this, the distribution system. How do you do it? So, okay, you just provide that customized solution for them on this part only. Okay, because they don't want everything, you know. They want certain parts to solve their problems. And one thing about solutions, the more complex your solutions are, the less interested your customers on those solutions, you know, because you are jumping the gun. In other words, you're explaining too much. You just show this to them and let them pick up their main concern, their main interest. Okay, so that's how you engage with them. If they say, okay, I'm interested in, and just say on your affiliate marketing, so you explain about that. The rest you don't explain. Okay, so this is your map. Okay, our card, okay, read by QR code. This one using our app. I try to finish as soon as possible within 5 minutes. Okay, hopefully. This is our e-commerce, but the difference is we have we integrate with the affiliate marketing. Our e-commerce we integrate with affiliate marketing, mean that we promote the products on banners, on QR code on banners. For example, like this. So we put this on banners, put at shops, okay, at restaurants, and I think you have this in Indonesia also. You scan the QR code on the table, then you can order the food. And this is where we do agent to manage agents. If I like the food, I go to your shop and say, can I sell this food for you? It's like a dropship type of system, you know, a dropship type of system. Can I sell this thing for you? I'm not making this, but I want to help to sell this because I have a shop. I can help promote. But when I promote this system, this product at my shop, people scan, people buy, I get the commission. So what this does is encourage people to help each other, to help promote other people's product. Rather than you compete, you make another product similar to theirs and compete. No, now instead is their product, you help to promote for them. You have your followers, you can promote this to your followers. When your followers buy, you get your commission. Okay, food delivery. Okay, this is a training which I mentioned just now. Okay, just to show, just off this one, please. Okay, what do you see just now? What you mostly see in this picture just now, or in this video? You see people enjoying themselves? Do you see a lot of people smiling? You see a lot of people putting some serious face during certain time? You see people engage in their activities, okay? While we profile them. Okay, we profile them. While they enjoy all these activities, we profile them. From here, we can know who are among the team members are leaders, are good planners, are good workers, their attitudes and so on. Okay, so this is what we often give to the students and also the staff. Just now was school counselors, school counselors in Kedah area, in our area. Okay, as you can see, they enjoy themselves a lot. But at the end of the day also, they do a reflection. They will say, okay, they are competing. Each group are competing with each other. So when they compete, if they win, they'll tell why they win. If they just say they got second place, so why they get your second place and how to improve so that they can reach the first place in the next game. So they're always thinking about ways to beat the other guy, to be a bit more competitive. But at the end, the idea is to enjoy and to do reflection. All right. So this one is about logistic. Okay, the way we distribute the items, okay, we use based on QR code, meaning that there's no paper over here. Everything is scanned on the app and then it just transferred over to the next guy. Okay. Okay, this is what I say about energy saving. Okay, we do tariff analyzer over here. We analyze tariff. We can see which tariff, okay, electrical tariff give the best results, and then we can study the behavior on how you use electrical, okay, at your place, okay, when during a certain time, because everything is reflect here. Because certain tariff has advantage if with certain type of practice. So that is one of the things that you should understand. And you should be able to save electrical bill, by just analyzing how you use electrical at your place. Okay, this also can open a lot of opportunities. As I said just now, if you can save up to 20-30% of electrical bill, you think the other party willing to split half of it or not? Meaning that they are getting their profit and you are getting paid. So in other words, that organization don't have to pay you anything because your service is being paid based on that savings. This is one of the system that we do for agriculture. Okay, the systems, just to show.
Pada setiap musim padi, pihak MADA perlu melaksanakan proses bancian ke atas lebih 57,000 pengusaha sawah di 27 PPK. Apabila proses bancian ini selesai, kuantiti bantuan subsidi akan dapat diketahui dan pesanan dapat dibuat. Jika proses ini lewat diselesaikan, bantuan subsidi juga akan lewat diagihkan. Maka, satu pembangunan penyelesaian berbentuk aplikasi telah dicadangkan untuk membantu pengurusan proses bancian, pemberian subsidi bancian darajat dan rekod penanaman padi dengan hanya di hujung jari sahaja. Melalui cadangan ini, proses masa bancian mampu dipendekkan. Begitu juga dengan proses bancian semusim juga dapat dipendekkan. Memudahkan pesawah melakukan bancian di mana sahaja, mengurangkan beban tenaga kerja dan stres, mengurangkan kos dan mampu meningkatkan ketepatan maklumat bancian secara real time. Untuk keterangan lebih lanjut, satu perbandingan proses bancian secara manual dan digital telah dilakukan. Pada 15 dan 16 Disember 2020, suatu pengujian ke atas prototipe sistem bancian telah dilakukan kepada 42 pesawah di PPK A2 Podium. Kesimpulannya, kesemua pesawah bersetuju bahawa aplikasi ini memudahkan dan menjimatkan masa, mudah untuk membuat pesanan racun, baja dan pemilihan pembajakan. Maklumat yang jelas dan senang dirujuk, menyenangkan pengesahan bancian dan arahan proses bancian yang mudah difahami.
Alright. Thank you very much. Masa tinggal, ada masa lagi. Okay, I pass it back to you.
Okay, thank you very much for Prof. Sahrul. Sangat materinya sangat menarik sekali ya buat teman-teman semuanya. Dan mungkin di sini jika teman-teman semuanya ingin bertanya bisa menggunakan fitur raise hand atau bisa bertanya secara langsung. Syaratnya nanti kalau jika ingin bertanya secara langsung bisa menggunakan raise hand, nanti akan silahkan untuk dilanjutkan dengan open mic. Jika ada yang bertanya melalui kolom chat juga silahkan ya buat teman-teman semuanya, bisa diketik di bawah ini. Silahkan bagi teman-teman yang ingin bertanya bisa mengangkat tangannya. Atau
mungkin
bisa...
ada sesiapa yang nak bekerja sama? Okay. Peluang untuk bisnes nih, peluang bisnes.
Sangat menarik, Prof, tentang tadi Unity ya. It's very good. Especially about analyze kelistrikan ya, penggunaan listrik itu.
Elektrik.
Saya di Indonesia kalau setahu saya memang belum ada yang seperti itu gitu.
Tak apa, boleh collaborate. Kita boleh fikir cara nak collaborate.
Oke. Ya ada yang bertanya dari mahasiswa? Pakai kalau kesulitan bahasa Inggris pakai bahasa juga boleh. Bertanya. Langsung saja.
Silakan teman-teman. Di sini kayaknya banyak mahasiswa baru juga nih, Pak.
Iya,
dari angkatan 2022. Wajah-wajah Pak.
Mungkin boleh tulis di chat.
Ya,
boleh. Kalau ada soalan. Kalau saya tak faham, nanti ada orang boleh tolong translate.
Moderator juga boleh bertanya ya, Adil.
Iya, siapa?
Oke. Mungkin saya mengawali dulu. Saya mau.
Oh iya Pak Danur. Monggo Pak Danur.
Tentang aplikasi ya. About developing application itu apakah baik kita itu selalu menuruti saran atau keinginan dari klien or customer gitu. Seringkali kan customer itu I want this feature. Apakah kita selalu harus menurutinya atau ada batasan-batasan seperti itu?
Okay, can suggest like this lah. Kalau you ada sampel, kalau you ada contoh sistem, okay, you ask them to use first. So mereka pakai dulu. So, okay, is this what you want? Let them try out first. Don't do anything yet. Kalau kata customer semua buat macam-macam, kecuali dia dah start bayar. Jangan buat apa-apa. Tapi kalau if you have sample, because there are a lot of samples out there. Banyak contoh-contoh yang you can get free from the market. Some examples. Okay, let them try out first. Unless that system atau yang solution tu adalah very custom made. Tapi if custom made, meaning that at least macam if you have a lot of system dah buat, tapi buat sikit lah. You can show that example. Then you say, okay, if you like this solution, we can create this, we can customize this into one complete solution. Yang tu kena buat engagement. Proper engagement on paper and so on. Okay, that's why it's better to have sample product for them to see. Okay, because at the end of the day, yang ni ada berdasarkan pengalaman juga. Customer dia nak macam-macam. But I had several experience where we do what customer wants. At the end of the day, they don't use it. They go back to their old original methods. Okay, because sometimes they want everything, but sometimes they're not willing to try everything. At the end of the day, they go for the things that they are used to do. So waste money only. Tapi yang penting kalau mereka dah bayar duit pada you, they have already paid you, it's okay lah. But it's wastage on terms of their side. So better solve bit by bit rather than all at once. Okay, my opinion lah, because again we develop system untuk museum, inventory system for museum. Okay, at the they ask us to create a way to easily update the information, do based on QR code, and then when we pass it to them, the funny thing is they didn't contact us after that. Okay, they didn't contact us after that. They pay everything, they paid already, but they didn't contact us. And what I can say is most probably they do use it. They go back to their original way of doing it. Okay, all right, because customers doesn't know everything. This is where we come in to advise them. Okay, please, you please try this one first. Then what do you see? So do you like this or not? Then it's easier. All right.
Okay, so maybe we can give some demo application like that, Prof, to customer. So customer can try and give us about feedback.
Yes. There's a lot of free apps out there. There's a lot of free apps. Okay, you can let them try out.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Okay, another question maybe. Ditunggu mahasiswa PSTI ya.
They can forward the questions to you guys and then you guys can ask me.
Yeah.
Silakan buat teman-teman yang ingin bertanya bisa untuk raise hand atau yang ingin bertanya secara langsung ya, atau bisa melalui kolom chat.
Perlu kita panggil sepertinya ya, Mas Akil.
Ditunjuk. Mungkin ini dulu Pak.
Mereka student mana sih? Khusus apa? Dia what courses?
This technology information technology.
IT.
Yes.
IT, yes.
Oh, okay.
Teknologi. Okay.
Mungkin ini Prof. I want to ask to you. Sebagai mahasiswa kan biasanya kita itu apa ya, di dalam dunia in college kebanyakan in just a theory, but ini we talk about entrepreneur, tetapi di actionnya kita itu sangat kurang, Prof, kayak gitu.
Experience kurang.
Nah itu bagaimana, Prof, untuk dapat merealisasikannya kita sebagai untuk entrepreneur bisa praktek secara langsung?
Okay, this my opinion lah. It depends what you want. It depends on your passion. It depends on your interest. Okay. When I'm in class, among the things I try to teach the student is not to ask too much question but find the answers yourself. If you want, you go and find. Okay, tugas seorang lecturer to me, okay, it's not about to teach, it's about to guide. It's about to guide, especially nowadays, zaman technology, zaman internet. Okay, your best teacher is Google. Okay, not the lecturers, we are not the best teacher, but we have the experience, we have the know-how, we at least gone through the process of experimenting. Okay, we can advise you which one most probably is the best way of doing it. Okay, we guide. That's the thing, we guide. But information wise, learning how to learn, independent learning, that one is for you. You have to do yourself. So, bila katakan kurang experience, the thing is you need to find the experience. You have to do projects, small projects. You have to get involved in all these things. Okay, don't just go to university, learn what is being taught. You have to do more than that. Try new things, experience new things, engage with more people. Okay, change your way of thinking, change your way of looking at things. Okay, so when you have all this up to a certain point, you see when you give out advices or when you voice out your opinions, it will be much more mature, I can say. Okay, so don't wait for it being taught to you, but you have to teach yourself. You have to find yourself. Gain that. If you are lacking the experience, get those experience. I mean, for yourself, you have to get for yourself. That's my advice.
Okay. And don't be afraid of failure, ya, Prof.
Again, don't be afraid of
Don't be afraid
failure.
of failure.
Failure is your friend. Failure is your friend. The only thing is avoid the clear-cut failures. You know that it's very, very bad, don't try to do it. Okay, when you know it's very bad, don't do it. Meaning that it goes to the point that you are stupid already. Doing a failure that you know that is bad is very stupid. Okay, but if you want to experience certain, not say failures, not pure failures, you are not sure about what you will get. It's like it's a gray area, you know. You're not sure whether it's white or black. You're not sure whether it's red or green. Okay, you want to see what's happening. Okay, within a safe environment, in other words, then you can experiment. Okay, make sure that it doesn't go against especially dalam segi agama, dari segi peraturan. Okay, you don't go against yang clear cut benda haram semua tu, you don't go against. Okay, tapi kalau katakan benda tu you tak sure and it's not stated, it's not written properly whether you can or cannot do it, then maybe it's just a gray area where you can try to attempt. Okay, alright.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Mungkin yang lain yang ingin bertanya? Dengar-dengar ada hadiahnya juga ya, Pak ya?
Ya, bagi yang bertanya ada hadiah menarik nanti.
Ya, masa hadiahnya di ini sendiri, Pak?
Ya, masa nanti kita dapat sendiri ya, Mas Akil.
Silakan teman-teman jika ingin bertanya, bebas. Masih kurang lebih masih ada waktu 1 sampai 2 pertanyaan lagi. Bisa kolom chat ataupun present, silakan. Mungkin atau dari Butika, Pak Ari yang kerjain, Pak.
Butika, ada pertanyaan? Firman?
Ada lagi dari teman-teman?
Sepertinya pada malu ya.
Malu, Pak. Udah di-mention. Buat angkatan yang baru, untuk angkatan 2022 silakan ya. Jadi, jika masih malu, masih awal itu bisa melalui kolom chat, insya Allah nanti kita bantu untuk dibacakan gitu itu. Silakan teman-teman.
Sepertinya tidak ada ya ini ya.
Masih segan.
Segan.
Apa?
Ada siapa ini? Kak Yusuf atau Mas Muhammad Yusuf ingin bertanya, Mas? Jadi sempat kelihatan.
Oh, raise hand ya?
Tapi udah hilang lagi, Pak.
Oke. Oke, mungkin sambil foto bersama dulu ya.
Apa?
nanti
Baik,
kita
silakan ini teman-teman, sembari belum ada yang nanya juga ya, kita foto-foto aja lah. Oh ini Prof,
Bagaimana
ada
harapan
ini
Bapak
kalau mencari.
dengan teknologi yang semakin maju? Sekejap, saya nak baca.
from Putri Indah.
Teknologi yang semakin dengan
Putri Indah.
minta maaf saya kurang ini macam mana tolong Pak ni kan soalan ni saya kurang faham.
Bagaimana tanggapan dengan teknologi yang semakin maju dengan berkembangnya berbagai macam jenis media sosial? Ya, Putri, mungkin maksudnya itu antara perkembangan teknologi dengan berbagai jenis media sosial, gitu.
Macam mana soalannya?
Iya Kak, gitu. Oke.
Macam mana?
Oke. Jadi mungkin yang ditanyakan itu apakah hubungan antara teknologi yang semakin maju dengan jenis media sosial, apakah itu berpengaruh gitu, dan bagaimana kita memilihnya? Kan biasanya di media sosial kan kita banyak memperoleh over information ya buat teknologi. Nah, bagaimana kita memilihnya yang sesuai dengan kebutuhan kita gitu? Apakah kita harus memilih mencoba satu persatu atau seperti apa? Seperti itu kira-kira, Prof.
Macam ni lah saya jawab dasarkan apa saya faham daripada soalan lah.
Ya.
Yang saya nampak di sini lah kenapakah teknologi baru diwujudkan? Okey, kenapa ada teknologi baru and macam mana teknologi baru tu dibentukkan? Sebab at the end of the day semua teknologi baru akan dipakai oleh end user. Kalau end user adalah kita, macam mana orang yang supply that system knows that we want to use the system? Selalunya yang media sosial are the places yang they get information. They want to know, okay, these are your main issues. These are your concern. Okay, these are your troubles. Okay, these are your problems. This is the place they get all this information in order for them to come up with the solution for you. Okay, dia nak tahu semantik dari segi your inclination. Okay, the trend is you don't like this product A, katakan, ataupun this issue A. So this is a problem. Bila dia tahu, okay, kebanyakan they say the top 10 or the top 5 issues in this world are these things. From the media social, they can know. From media social, they can know that these are the main issues. So in other words, you're opening up opportunities for people to create solutions for those issues. Okay, so that's what I understand lah in terms of media social. So that's what when you talk about anything and everything, you are being profiled. Each person in this world has already been profiled by our social media systems. So your privacy-wise, it's not private anymore. Anything that you type onto the computer, in terms of the speed, the timing, everything is being read out. It's big data analysis, and that's the scary part about technology. Everything you yourself is being exposed to a lot of people already. But that's a bad part of the technology. Now the good part is hopefully they can create the solutions for you, because this is what you want actually, although you don't know that you want this. Alright, okay.
Oke, jadi lebih ke
Thank you, Prof. Sudah dicukupkan atau gimana, Pak? Udah lebih ini. In Indonesia, the time is tinggal 5 menit lagi dari jadwal.
Oke.
Ada kelas lah lepas ni? Ada kelas lagi?
Sedang libur, Prof.
Class over there is what? 1 hour or 2 hours? Class?
Class about 1 hour.
So this is a class?
No, it's
No.
it's a public lecture.
Oh, okay.
Kita sedang liburan.
Hmm.
About Agustus, September, Oktober, November. Ya, November baru masuk lagi gitu, Prof.
Oh, okay. I thought semua this is a proper class. Alright.
Ya.
Okay.
Oke.
Baik, mungkin dicukupkan saja nih Pak Danur,
Ya.
dan terima kasih banyak untuk Prof. Syahrul Asmi atas pemaparan materinya, dan semoga saya dan teman-teman semuanya itu bisa mendapatkan ilmu yang baru juga dan bisa menerapkan ilmunya dalam apa yang telah didapat pada pagi hari ini. Sebelum kita akhiri, mungkin ini Prof izin untuk dapat foto bersama dulu, Prof.
Oke.
Jadi silakan buat para partisipan bisa untuk open kameranya ya, silakan yang masih off cam bisa untuk menghidupkan kameranya. Kita akan foto bersama. Silakan yang masih.
Nanti tolong share gambar.
Oke.
Siap, Prof. Silakan yang masih off cam. Kita akan persiapan foto bersama. Kita kasih waktu 30 detik dari sekarang.
Oke, perkenal juga Prof, ini ada lecturer from us.
Oh,
Ini Butika Rida dan Bu Zahra selaku ketua program studi. Lalu ada Pak Ari on cam. Enggak. Oke, Pak Ari Zona.
semua ada berapa? Sekarang ni? Ada 3 page.
Six lecture.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Oke. 5 detik lagi yang masih off cam, kita akan segera ambil gambarnya. Silakan yang masih off cam, silakan untuk dapat menghidupkan kameranya. Oke, saya pandu ya dari sini ya. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. And terakhir. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Alright.
Baik, Prof. Terima kasih banyak, Prof. Mungkin jika Prof. Syahrul ingin meninggalkan ruang meeting dulu, dipersilahkan, Prof. Karena saya akan membacakan pengumuman sedikit buat para peserta.
Thank you for having me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prof. Ya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
Baik, terima kasih banyak buat teman-teman semuanya, ada Bapak dan Ibu dosen juga yang sudah mengikuti webinar dari pagi hingga siang ini. Dan mungkin jika jangan lupa juga ada presensi ya, tadi udah dikirim di kolom chat, silahkan nanti diisi presensinya. Mungkin cukup sekian ya, dan insya Allah nanti hadiahnya tadi yang bertanya ada 1, insya Allah akan dibagikan oleh dari tim Prodi seperti itu. Dan untuk itu mari kita cukupkan untuk webinar pada siang hari ini dengan mengucapkan alhamdulillah secara bersama-sama. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Dan saya mewakili tim ataupun dari rekan Prodi yang bekerja, saya mohon maaf juga apabila ada kesalahan ataupun tindakan yang kurang berkenan, saya mohon maaf sebesar-besarnya. Akhirul kalam, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.